Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We got a great one for you today. It's always fun to catch up with Tony Foresta from Municipal Waste and Iron Reagan. And if you've been living under a rock, you don't know that Iron Reagan is back together and they're going out on tour. They're playing Milwaukee Metal Fest Saturday, June 6th with Killswitch Engage, Machine Head, Suicidal Tendencies, Power Trip, Macabre, and many, many more. Head on over to therave.com/metalfest and get your tickets and join us for the best weekend ever. June 4th, featuring yours truly. Imura is headlining the pre-party, which you get into for free if you buy a 2 or 3 day ticket. And then we got Acid Bath headlining Friday, Killswitch Saturday, and Ministry on Sunday. Join us once again. It's June 4th through the 7th in Milwaukee at the legendary Rave Eagles Club. Visit therave.com/metalfest for tickets. Today's episode is brought to you by Nuclear Blast Records. That's right. The label you know and love brought you recent releases from Sepultura and many others. They got a new Dimmu Borgir album coming out May 22nd. Give it a pre-order over at nuclearblastrecords.com. You'll see they have a bunch of great new releases coming out this month, next month, all summer long. Nuclear Blast is just killing it right now. New releases from Paul Bearer, who's also playing at Milwaukee Metal Fest, Madball, who we hope to get at Milwaukee Metal Fest in 2027, and many other bands. Head on over to Nuclear Blast Records website after the podcast today, nuclearblast.com. Sign up for the email list, and once again, check out new releases from Dimmu Borgir, which you can pre-order now, new releases from Anthrax, which you can pre-order now, Madball, which is coming out July 24th. Of course, Loathe, Advantasia, Fallujah, Down, and many other bands. They got vinyl available over there as well. You'll see it all. Big thanks to Nuclear Blast. All right, let's get right into it with Tony Foresta from Municipal Waste and Iron Reagan. Hit the music.
My friend, the lead singer of Hatebreed, the infamous and notorious Jamey Jasta is in the building. That's what's up.
Jamey Jasta from the metal band Hatebreed. That guy's famous.
Coffee, death metal, and push-ups.
That's Jamey Jasta. Remember Jamey Jasta? You know him. He's a podcaster, but he's also a metal man.
I would say he leads that.
That shit is hard. Your host, Jamey Jasta, Hatebreed. Jamey Jasta, Hatebreed.
Come on, dude. Just looking at me. Come on, get in here. Please. You're embarrassing me.
Welcome to the show, Tony
Hi.
Foresta, a.k.a. T-Buzz, Iron Reagan, Municipal Waste, Heaven's Gate, finally back on the show after many, many years. Catch Iron Reagan live and in the flesh on tour with Killswitch Engage, plus Milwaukee Metal Fest, Saturday, June 6th. Get your tickets now, therave.com/metalfest. Tony, give me the members of each band that you're in and what other bands that they're in, because I feel like you're a Kevin Bacon 6 Degrees of Tony Foresta type dude now.
That is such a loaded question. I don't even know who I'm in a band. Half of the bands. No, I'm just kidding. All right. That's a crazy question. Okay. All right. Let me think here. We got which band? Let's
start with Heaven's Gate, because that's that's a super group.
I guess we don't do this shit. It isn't like super group. We're not doing it to be like super groups, though. That's a
that's why it's working.
But it's a nice thing to say.
That's why it's working, because you're not like putting like all this shit on the flyer. You don't have the logo and then like 40 fucking things underneath it. That never worked.
No, never want to do that. So all right, okay, Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate is Jeff, who played in Reversal Man. I think he did a bit of Combat Wounded Veteran. He did. He's in a band called Horsewhip. St. Pete, awesome character, person, human being. He also does a vegan hot dog cart called Gnaw Dogs, which is amazing. Then we got Paul Mazurkowitz. Paul, I forgot what band he's in. He's the old guy in the band. Paul plays in Cannibal Corpse. He was in a band called Tyrant Sin. Do you remember them, Jamie?
Yep.
Well, you got to get them for a reunion. That would be fucking sick. We tried to cover one of their songs actually in the first Heaven's Gate practice. And then Mike from Warthog, and he was in a ton of other killer hardcore bands. He bounced around from like the DC area and New York. He lived in New York a long time. Now he's in Albany, which is why Heaven's Gate kind of hit the brakes a little bit. But yeah, he plays in currently his thing is Warthog, and they're starting to play out again, which is awesome because they fucking rule.
Right on.
And then yeah, me, and then I'm in that band. Okay, and then you got the Waste, which let's go down Dave Whitty's.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be the end of the podcast if we did that. I'm just
Current-
gonna list. I'm gonna list some of my personal favorites with Dave's bands. He was in. I really like Discordance Access. That's probably my favorite band. That's like what made me a super fan with Dave. And then
Oh yeah, good one. I gotta revisit that.
oh,
That's a
come
good
on.
revisit.
This record. Hold on, I'll get it later. But yeah. So you got I like Burnt by the Sun a lot too. I think everybody did. If you're in the hardcore, our age, Jamie. I think you're a little older than me, but yeah, I think everybody around that time period was in love with Burnt by the Sun.
Yeah, and they're due. They're due.
I'm trying.
They're overdue, but we won't.
I'm
get
trying
into
to flex my Discordance Access records right now. I'm like going through my shit.
Look at that vinyl. Look at that wall.
Oh, this ain't shit. I got another room too. Me and Ryan Waste are fucking awful. He's worse than me, but we got a lot of records. And then yeah, I'm not doing that.
And
right
you
now.
got the doubles. You got the are you doing like all the different colors, or are you just?
No, I'm not like
Okay.
the psycho hardcore guy. I think that's like a hardcore thing. I don't think a lot of metal dudes are as bad. Hardcore kids, like, they want to have every color vinyl. There's nothing wrong with that, but my buddy Rob's got every color of every Discord record, and it makes you want to throw up because it's like literally the cost of a house and just shit that he acquired like growing up, just being old. Anyway,
I never
all right,
got
so-
into anything on Discord. I'm probably missing
Get
out.
out of here! You're
Yeah,
out
I
of
never
your
got
fucking
into
mind.
one record on that label. It just wasn't my thing. But I know I know there's some gems in there that I'm missing out on.
There's like this really good new thrash band called Void, and I'm like, come on, guys, fucking, that's like, check out my new band, Minor Threat, dude. Like,
Oh, that's not a merch company.
it's like,
That's not.
Anyway,
that's not like a collab
they're
with
good
Prada.
band.
and,
I want to be like, come on, guys. You literally just hit Google, but also there's 3 Heaven's Gates, so I can't diss it.
right.
Anyway, all right. So Dave Whitty, all right, 800 bands. He was in Melt Banana too. That was one of my fun bands to see him play for. Who else? All right, fun little back shit that nobody knows. Dave Whitty actually drummed for Soilwork for an Ozfest show. You were probably there back
Yes.
in the day, but he had to do a fill-in spot for Soilwork.
And he learned it like the day of, right? Like
Yeah,
I don't think I
or
was
day
there.
before,
or
a
day
couple days
before.
before. Yeah, he did not have a lot of notice. And side stage was Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, because Jada Pinkett was in that fucking band. And who knows now? Randy could have fucked the song up, and Will Smith might have walked up and slapped him while he was playing. That could have been dangerous if he messed up.
What if Will Smith hit the pit for Soilwork and was
He may
like
have
crowd killing, like slapping dudes in the fucking front row and shit? Jada was nice back then. Like, she gave my daughter a book and signed it. I don't think we still have it. I don't know what the book was. I probably should have made sure my daughter didn't read the book. I don't know. I don't know. But I remember of the many times that many times that Crowbar have gone viral in their career. The first being the obvious Beavis and Butthead. That was going viral back then. Was like, oh my God, Crowbar's on Beavis and Butthead. That was huge. But the second big one was when Willow Smith, I think, was covering like To Build a Mountain or one of those songs like years ago on Instagram or something. People couldn't believe Willow Smith was down for Crowbar, and she was getting like street cred back in the day. Okay, but go on.
All right. Man, I could go on about that band, Jada Pinkett's band, but if you ever want to do yourself a favor, go down the rabbit hole of like that band playing.
But didn't you guys bro down with
what
them?
was your
Wicked Wisdom. Didn't you bro down?
No. No,
Okay.
never.
I thought
No,
no,
that
maybe
was a little before our. That was before we even were really doing anything. I don't even know if we were a band at that time. It was like we
it was
started like
Sworn Enemy.
2001. Yeah, maybe it wasn't us. Okay, all right.
All
So
right.
where do we get? Oh, Ryan Waste. Ryan Waste. He was in
Are we done with the
Vulture.
witty bands?
No, I mean, what do you? Those are my favorites. Let's just say
Okay,
that.
okay. Fair
He's
enough.
also Deny the Cross is really cool too. I know I'm forgetting. I'm gonna end this podcast and be like, I should mention that band. He's in too many bands. Just look it up. It's crazy. Ryan Wace is in this band Vulture. That was like one of his first Waste side bands. That was really cool. They were like heavy metal, but like like there's a lot of like traditional heavy metal bands. I would say back then it wasn't as there wasn't a million of them back then, and it was really fun. And they were
I
awesome.
think I
Those
have the
guys.
CD here.
It's awesome. It's a good. It holds up. If you go back. Oh, it was a Immortal Avenger, and then they turned into Vulture. But Immortal Avenger was also really sick. Um, what else was Ryan? Oh, Bat. God,
Bat. Great.
Bat. Yeah, of course they're killing it, and he's doing that a lot now. And it's funny because when we started the band, God, this is crazy, but we would always talk shit and like. He's like, when I get old, I'm gonna do a 3-piece band, and it's gonna be like Motorhead worship. And he said that shit when we were like in our early 20s, and I love it that's like he's actually doing it. It's like he like planned that shit, like talking like 20-year plan there. We're talking
Power trio.
yeah,
Love
man.
a power trio. Now
Hell yeah.
Bat's in the power trio conversation.
Yes. And they're busy. They're doing it. It's great. And then all right, so then we got back. All right, we did Ryan. Phil was in he's another 400 band guy. But
Prolific Phil.
yes. He was when we met him. Oh fuck, now I can't think of the name. God damn it. He was in this bitchin' band. Oh my god. I can't believe I can't remember the name.
Not
of him.
Morbicon?
No, I'm talking like 20 years ago.
Pre
Oh, way
Morbicon.
pre-waste.
Pre-waste.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to name drop, but I can't think of the fucking name of the
Oh, yes.
band.
And
would
I
get
met
slapped.
him. Where were they
Maybe,
from?
yeah. Richmond is all a Richmond band. Our buddy that played in it, Tracy, who passed away. Fuck, why can't I'm gonna come back to that. But I think his more known side bands obviously is Morbicon, and then he did Cannabis Corpse for a long time with his
Yep.
brother. What other bands am I in? And Iron Reagan. That's the other band that he does. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, so and then I think that's the bands that I'm in and the members of said bands. Oh, so now we'll go to Iron Reagan. Did I forget? Oh, Nick. Nick was also in Oh my God, this is painful. I hope this is not a painful listen. Nick was also in Cannabis Corpse with Phil.
Right.
Nick was in Parasitic, which is an extremely underrated like metal thrash band from Richmond. That was kind of when Cannabis Corpse was doing their thing too. Nick was also in Cannabis Corpse. So go back and find that shit. The first Parasitic record is incredible. It's Eric Larson from Avail, who he
Yep.
was also in a metal band called Kalara that was incredible. It was on drums and they fucking ripped. So look that shit up. Very underrated, like early 2000s Richmond band. Like Richmond was so insane at that time frame, that like
Yeah, we played with all those bands.
yeah, I'm sure you did. Richmond was, I mean, Richmond's still insane as far as musicians and bands go, but back then it was popping off so much and for such a small town at the time. So that ruled, that band ruled. And yeah, so that brings us to Iron Reagan. Iron Reagan is Paul, um, Paul Burnett. God, I can't even fucking say. I can't even talk right now. And he was in Darkest Hour.
Yep.
Like classic Darkest Hour, like when they were fucking incredible. When I like Paul was a legendary maniac, and I always wanted to be in a band with him. He was also in a band called Crackhead, which is a Richmond band that for the older heads in Richmond that used to go to shows at Twisters. I'm sure you've been there a fuckload. Crackhead would play and freak everyone out. The singer would like get in a tent. He would build a tent on stage and climb in the tent and then try to burst out of the tent. Shit like that. Bring a toilet on stage and throw it around. That sort of stuff. That's Paul. And then of course, his stuff with with Darkest Hour is incredible. And he was also in he's currently in X Cops with members of Guar. So Jesus, there is a lot of, and that it is a really weird. Somebody should do like a tree and have it all branch out with all these insane other bands. And then so there's little Adam too. He's in Necrot. I mean, not Necrot. God damn it, Morbicon, not Necrot. Sorry,
Morbicon. Yes, one of my favorites
Morbicon,
of Milwaukee Metal Fest last
Hell
year or the year.
The year before, because that was the first time I saw Adam since I moved. Was there, so it was great to see him, and he was in Iron Reagan for a while. Also in what's his new band? See, man, I'm drawing all these blanks. There's too many fucking bands.
I think you got it most of them. I think you got most of them covered. You did really good. You did way better than I thought you were gonna do. I forgot Black Army Jacket and Birds of Prey.
Oh, Black Army Jacket. Yeah. And Eric Larson, who was in Parasitic, was also in Birds of Prey.
Right.
Oh.
So you definitely have that 6 degrees of separation thing going
on. And then Ryan fucking Paris, starting. See, this is the longest question I've ever had to answer. But Ryan Paris, who also, me, Paul, Ryan, and Phil started Iron Reagan, and Ryan Paris was also in Darkest Hour. He wrote a lot of Darkest Hour stuff too. Not a lot of people know that he wrote all the killer shit, like some of the Victory Records stuff, and he was also in one of the best fucking death metal bands of all time, in my opinion, but definitely in Richmond, Disinterment. And he was a little kid when he was in that band. He was one of the sickest fucking drummers I ever seen in my life. And we started playing together, and we would all, even when we were kids, like straight out of high school, we're gonna do a band together one day. So finally, that's how Iron Reagan basically started. Like him and Paul left Darkest Hour, and I was like, well, it's time. And Ryan's also in Suppression. God damn. Which fucking rules too, like Power Violence, not even Power Violence, just gnarly noise, fast.
And now people know why all those records on all those bands are probably in those shelves on your.
That's probably that's all I have is one. All I have is one copy of each of their bands, and that's where I'm looking at here.
How many dogs do you have, and which one was that?
That's Smelly.
Oh.
And that's Sade's over here sleeping. Shabubu.
Sade.
Sade. She's pissed. She just got a bath, so she's mad at me right now.
Oh, but now she smells good.
Yeah, she smells good. She smells good.
So Iron Reagan, what was the decision to come back? What was the catalyst to come back?
We were talking about doing it for a while, and I was just moving to Florida was just so fucking overwhelming for me. And then I moved across state. It was always in the cards, so we never really broke up. We never said we were broken up or anything like that. But it just wasn't in me. I just didn't have it in me. Everyone else was doing their other shit.
Quick interruption, letting you know today's episode is brought to you by Blue Grape Music. Blue Grape Music is a great new label brought to you by the folks who gave you Turnstile, Code Orange, and many other great acts. They got a bunch of new bands that they've just signed. You can head on over to bluegrapemusic.com after the podcast today and support a killer batch of new artists like Torn Open, who are playing the Milwaukee Metal Fest pre-party. Also check out Flat Wounds. Check out Gasket, who are playing the pre-party. Check out Gridiron, who we had last year on Summer Slaughter. And of course, they just signed Power Trip. You can find all the information. You can sign up to get the latest on their new releases, merch, and more over at bluegrapemusic.com. And we want to give a big shout out and a big thanks to Blue Grape Music for not only sponsoring the Jasta Show, but also Milwaukee Metal Fest. BlueGrapeMusic.com. Check it out after the podcast today. While I have you, if you are joining us in Milwaukee, June 4th through the 7th, go get your tickets this week before the price goes up, all right? Any of these bands, you could go see them on a package tour any night of the week, and it's going to be $35 to $60, whereas at Milwaukee Metal Fest, you get literally 25 bands for $100 per day. Check it out at therave.com/metalfest. It's a great value, a legendary venue, and we're going to have a great time. We will be there all together in Milwaukee, June 4th through the 7th. Join us there, therave.com/metalfest.
I don't think anyone else did too. It was also weird, man. Like that band, it was supposed to be when me, Paul, and Ryan started it. It was and Phil, duh, of course, Phil. It was just supposed to be like a fun thing, and we weren't even really supposed to tour much. And it kind of like literally for a second we posted this like free download. That was when people were actually downloading shit a lot. You remember? So they were like, "Here's our demo, free download." And we like put it up on SoundCloud or some shit like that, and it was like 40,000 in a day or something. It was something fucking crazy. And then all these like tour offers started coming in. We're like, oh fuck. So this isn't a complaint at all. But what happened is that it turned into, I don't even know if I should be saying all this shit, but like for me and it was just a lot. It was like a project that was supposed to be a fun thing kind of blew up in our face, and it ended up being like me and Phil doubled our workload. Like,
Right.
Waste is still like a full-time operating band.
Yeah.
And then it went to like, Iron Reagan was basically a full-time operating band. So then it was like, it was just a lot. And then after like, fuck, man, it was like 10 years or so, then everyone started to get chippy about stuff. And it was it was weird. And then like kind of one night, me and Phil were just sitting there like, like sitting across the table and just like I think we just got done playing a Way show. And I was like, dude, I don't fucking know if I can do this like, this is too much. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we tried to figure out how many consecutive shows it was a year that we
Too
were
many.
doing between both bands. It was like over 150 or something
Yeah.
like that. And that's a lot. You know that. You do, it's a lot. Doing just one full-time band's a fucking lot. And it was just that we did that consecutively for years. And then it was like, it turned into like, again, I don't know. This might be too much information, but whatever at this point. But I feel like both sides would harbor resentment towards each other, not towards each other, because they're all friends. We're all fucking literally grown up together. Like we've known each other for years. But there would be like resentment. Maybe not. It's
No,
hard
I
to
know what
explain,
you
but
mean.
like people, everyone's relying on you. There's a lot of fucking people that it's like, we can't do that show. I really want to do that show because you're doing, and it just kind of builds up and builds up. And I was like, wait a minute, this wasn't the idea. Like this wasn't what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, it turned into a business.
Yeah, which is that I guess that's how it always is. Sometimes. That's not why we started doing music, but you end up getting like, oh wait, what? I need to learn how to fucking operate TikTok now. What the fuck? This is not why I wanted to play shows, like, whatever. But yeah, so it was overwhelming for a lot of us, and I think everyone just kind of was like, yeah, I want to do it when it's fun again. So we were on tour with Cannibal Corpse, and me and Phil were just like sitting in lawn chairs across from each other, and having a blast. And we're both in a different headspace now. And I was like, you want to do a 30-minute banger in Melbourne, play the Iron Reagan show? And he's like, fuck yeah, let's fucking do it. So like that's Melbourne's like a small town. I live in Florida. I was like, that's
Get the
Paul.
band
I
back
wouldn't do it.
together.
I wouldn't do it without Paul and Ryan, obviously, and Adam. So it was like it had to be those guys or whatever. There's no fucking way it was going to be anybody else, not even remotely. So everyone was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go, let's do this." So they came down here a few months later. I went up there and practiced. It was awesome. Then we went to the bar afterwards with Mike Dirks.
Nice. Shout out to
And
Dirks. I told myself I
felt like
wasn't going to
old
shout
times.
out
Mike Dirks
anybody,
is
but-
also our first merch guy too, so it just really felt like a big old reunion. And then it drove down here. We played our first show in it was 7 years. So
Okay, cool. Just to add some context too, from when Iron Reagan started, I remember thinking like you had already been on a run. Like this is like Iron Reagan started already after like Municipal had what 4 or 5 albums.
Yeah, it was like 4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember you.
Fatal
I remember
Feast-
you pulled me aside and go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Fatal Feast was 2012, right?
Maybe, yeah. Probably.
I think, yeah. So I think
It's-
Iron Reagan was right around the same time as Fatal Feast, which is crazy because you're hitting such a stride at that point. But I get it. It's and that was also, I think, the one that the first one you did through Nuclear Blast.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Which was a big deal, when you.
But
signed.
I never did. They always did side bands, and I never really did any side bands. I did like this No Friends thing, which literally we barely toured. We did a couple really small tours, but everybody else was kind of real busy with other bands. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do side band Ryan Paris. And then I was like, oh, fuck, this is a lot of work.
Right.
It's like, fuck. So we're going into it now with a different attitude, and we know we made mistakes before, so it's kind of nice to have a fresh start. And I just love being able to like talk to Ryan Parrish about stuff and just call him and talk shit to him and plan stuff with your friends and do shit with Phil and Paul and Adam. I don't know. They're all just the best guys. There's so much fucking fun to be around. So it's
and the fans are excited because the distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? It's if you can always get it, if you can always see a band, then what makes it special, right? Like,
yeah,
it's the law of diminishing returns.
And I will say, like, that this Killswitch tour, like, people will probably be like, "Oh, I'll catch them on the next one." It's like, good luck. And I'm not fucking kidding. Like, it ain't gonna be like it. We're not gonna be touring like it was. So, like, I hate to say it like that, but we'll do shit. We have like fun ideas to plan, and it's really dumb shit. I'll tell you later. But it makes no sense. But it's like, this is the dumb ideas I've always wanted to do with bands.
Oh, I can't wait.
Do it. But like,
that's
yeah.
great.
I mean, so if we're playing, I'd check it out if you missed us, because we ain't gonna be doing no full U.S. tours every 2 years, twice a year or whatever the fuck we used to do.
Right.
I remember there was a time I was like, Iron Reagan was like in California like 4 times in 1 year. I was like, this is crazy. Like I was just at the observatory. Like, I'm back here. The fuck, I love it there, but Jesus.
And
think
think
about
about
their waste. It's like, gosh.
think about on that last run. If you had said, "Hey, we're not coming back to your town in 7 years," you would have done double the people, because they would have said, "Oh shit."
Probably.
But that's the thing I always say is, like, don't skip a band when they come through, because I can't tell you how many bands only played Connecticut once or only played New York City once and never again. And luckily I traveled to see them and got to see them, but there was a bunch that I missed that I still kick myself. Like, why did I miss, or you miss the classic lineup, and then something happens and you're like, no, now I'll never see.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what's one that you missed that you remember purposefully skipping?
I had okay. Oh my God, there's one in particular. I was just fucking talking about it. Oh my God.
I skipped Rush like an idiot.
I had fucking Nirvana tickets. That was a big one. And they fucking In Utero tour, and I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, I missed that.
Why'd you skip that? Because of a chick?
Yes, yeah, but she was my ride. And I'm still like bailed on me day of the show too. I had also Lollapalooza 2 tickets, which was like I can't remember which one was Ice-T. That might have been the first one.
I saw
I don't know.
Ministry on the one
Fuck
of them.
yeah.
And they,
That was a big one. Yeah, Rush is that fucking sucks, dude.
do you remember doing? Well, I'm sure you remembered the final because there was a final at the Gates tour that you did, right? It was like the final
Yeah.
Suicide or
Well, fuck yeah, that might have been the last tour they did here. Fuck, I didn't think
2008.
about that.
No, they came back since,
No,
but
we just did a Slaughter the Soul like reunion tour. Like it was like their
oh right. So
it
you
was
did
like
the one in
that was
you did the one with
yeah.
Repulsion too, though, right? Back in the day,
That
or
back in the day, yeah.
2008.
And we did the most recent one too. Yeah.
Did you listen to the record?
The new one? No, I'm kind of waiting on until I get the vinyl in the mail.
Dude,
I
it's
haven't looked.
great. It's really good.
It's scary to listen to that, but
Yeah, no, I
I plan on it.
I had to be in the right mindset to do it, but I'm glad I did it because I wasn't gonna because I didn't want to get all doomed up.
Yeah, for real.
But
What a
let's
great
talk
band.
about that tour in 2008 with Repulsion. It was Repulsion, you guys, Darkest Hour, and who
Darkest
else?
Hour. Well, Repulsion only did like 3 of the West Coast shows. That was like right when they were fresh, like playing again too, which is really awesome.
Right on.
It was awesome. But that's cool. Yeah, I guess everybody in Iron Reagan was on that tour, like the original members. All 4 of us were on that tour with At the Gates, which is pretty funny. And that tour fucking ruled. Yeah. And it was kind of cool because
it was a big deal. It was a really big
Yeah.
deal because they had basically started multiple subgenres and then came back.
Yeah. They were like them and Carcass were like, I wasn't super crazy about death metal. Like, I mean, I love death metal, but those were the 2 big ones for me. And then being able to like do the Slaughter the Soul tour, holy fuck, there are so many good memories on that tour. Like hanging out with those guys, they're the sweetest dudes, shy, fun, like really cool. Then Waste ended up going out with the Haunted a few years later, so we've just been around those guys, like some of those guys for a long fucking time. Waste would play with Dysphere a lot as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you play the metal and hardcore fest that we did with Dysphere? Then we all went to this warehouse party down the street.
I think so. And you were
there.
I think you guys were raging with Wayne, and I was like, I gotta get out of here before
yeah.
I think I was trying to be sober.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
But didn't Toxic do the tour too?
Yeah, Toxic Holocaust. Damn, they were on that too. Yeah, dude, what a fucking cool tour. And it's also like, I remember like some death metal heads were kind of like, what the fuck, why is Toxic Holocaust and Waste on this tour? And it was like, because those dudes like thrash, man. Like fucking Anders and those guys like Jonas, they like fucking love thrash and shit. So they were all
they had
inspired.
They had inspired all you guys like that. They were
Absolutely. They're huge inspiration on us and me especially. So yeah, of course. So that was an honor to be on that fucking tour. Holy shit.
Imagine the people that said, "Oh, I can't make it to that."
They fucked up.
They fucked up hard, or the people on this last Slaughter of the Soul.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a real big one.
Yeah, see, this is why you can't. This is why you have to go see the bands that you want to see, and you can't puss out. It's especially the devil. It's the devil telling you. Like when you don't want to go to a show, it's the devil, like really trying to fuck your whole shit up. You have to. It's not cool. And you can say, well, I like the devil. No, he's not. You don't. He's trying to keep you from going to see the last fucking At the Gates tour, and you fucked up.
You fucked up.
So
it was great. Somebody stole their tour bus. Oh, I don't know if I should tell that story.
Yes, please tell that story. I need that story.
I'm not sure if that
was it in Philly.
It was in Chicago. Yeah, I don't know if I can tell that story. But
you can leave names out.
They came out. Well, I don't know if it's a tour bus company. I guess it doesn't fucking matter. I don't know. They came outside and the cops are there and they're like, the cops show up in Chicago and they're like, "Yeah, this tour bus is stolen. We're gonna take it now. You have to get your shit off of it."
They
They're like,
repo.
"What?" This is like, this is like the group of the sweetest dudes on the planet, and they're just kind of like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, you gotta get all your shit out of here, out of the bus. We're taking it right now." And they took their tour bus, and they're all just like in the venue, like, "We don't have a tour bus. We had to do a border crossing in the middle of the night after that because we were in Chicago."
Did they get
We
another
were playing
bus there in
Toronto the
time,
next
or
day.
did they just rent
Yeah, this
vans?
chick Corrine, this awesome tour manager, fucking. I watched her have a meltdown in the alley on a cell phone for like 4 hours, and they made it to the next show, but they cut it real close, border crossing and everything too. So, imagine losing your tour bus, like, shit, probably like
We need to
six
do a
hours
whole
before.
dude. We
crossing
need
the
to do
border.
a whole like unsung heroes of the road. Remember those commercials?
Seriously.
It was like a Budweiser commercial, something. Maybe Michael can find them.
Real
where it's like-
American.
yeah.
Okay. All right. We can bring it back to Iron Reagan with that, because that series of Budweiser commercials was a me and Ryan Paris joke on the At the Gates tour. I swear to fucking God, he had an iPod and it had like all like 14 of those commercials, and he would play them in a row. This is crazy. You just brought that up. So if you listen to the first drum beat of the Iron Reagan demo, it's the drum fill from every beginning of the Real American
What?
Heroes Budweiser commercial. I swear to fucking God. It goes, do, 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 do.
Yes.
Bud Light presents. So on the Iron Reagan demo, it goes, do, 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 da. That's like the exact same fucking drum fill from the Budweiser commercials.
That is incredible.
And that is a joke that came from that At the Gates tour that spawned over into the Iron Reagan demo. I can't believe you brought that memory back to me, as I would have never remembered that.
Yo, do you want some Crowbar sweatpants? Do you want Kirk's new smoky Louisiana style hot sauce? We got it all over at martyrstore.net, and we got meet and greets for the Crowbar tour coming up with Dying Fetus and Sanguisugabog, and your Summer Slaughter meet and greets if you want to meet yours truly, myself, Frank, Carl, Matt, and Wayne from Hatebreed. Head on over to martyrstore.net after the podcast today. You'll see we have Heather Gray, Doom Awaits You with the red print, finally back in print. We got those up in the USA store now. Also have Perseverance on vinyl back in stock. And I did another pressing of And Jasta for All on emerald green vinyl. Check it out at martyrstore.net after the show today. While I have you, today's episode is brought to you by Reigning Phoenix Music. Reigning Phoenix is the label that brought you the new Agnostic Front record and the Kerry King record, which is getting a re-release. That's right, From Hell I Rise has an extended edition, which is coming out. It's a deluxe edition, limited to 666 copies worldwide. It's coming out June 19th. And you can pick it up at Milwaukee Metal Fest if you want, or you can head on over to shop.us.reigningphoenixmusic.com. The link will be in the show notes, and while you're over there, check out all their artists. You'll see bands like Agnostic Front, who I was just talking about, Danko Jones, Insight, who are playing at Milwaukee Metal Fest. Also bands like Onslaught, who maybe we'll get from Milwaukee Metal Fest 2027. Recent releases from Sebastian Bach, Stillbirth, and many more. ReigningPhoenixMusic.com. Big thanks to Reigning Phoenix Music. Now back to the show.
Unbelievable. That is so great, because I'll do it. I'll go in and record it for the podcast. It'll be like dun 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 dun. Unsung heroes of the road. This is for you, Corinne. We might have not been able to see at the gates
Seriously.
in Winnipeg or wherever. I don't know, Thunder Bay, wherever you were headed, north of Chicago. I don't know. Where were you?
I'm pretty
Windsor?
sure the guy who sings that hook too is like the Real American. I think it's a guy from Boston.
No
Like,
way.
Yeah. It's somebody from like a band like that. I'm pretty sure it was Boston. Like, because that was
Wait,
what
not
you
the
know,
guy that not the guy that
maybe Kurt. Remember, I swear not the maybe I don't know. It was a long time ago, right? That's like fucking in the 90s. Those commercials. People probably have
Michael.
no idea what we're talking about.
No, they definitely know. Michael, can you look that up and see who sings on it? It'd be great if it was like Michael Starr from Steel Panther or something.
I would love it if I was right. Foreigner? Nah, I don't know. It doesn't sound like the Foreigner, dude.
Speaking of Foreigner, I watched a clip. I think I retweeted it on my Twitter of Lou Graham fucking killing it at like 80, just going out with Foreigner, who he just appears every now and then with Foreigner. And it was Dave Bickler of Survivor.
Not as a Foreigner show, like just doing some like fun live shit.
Dude, because he can't tour anymore, and so they license out the name Foreigner to these other dudes who are great, and they play the songs great, and they're really good at what they do. But Lou Graham goes out and like, see if you can pull that up from my Twitter and just play Tony this clip, because he's singing better than Vince Neil at this point, and I think Motley should get Lou Graham in the Could you imagine Motley going out with Lou Graham and then fucking just adding in like Cold as Ice and fucking,
and then Nikki Sixx's backup backup tracks placed in the.
Dude, Motley
You know,
Crue,
he ain't singing that shit either.
no disrespect, but them having John 5 is like having a fucking Lamborghini Ventador or whatever. What was the one that we saw on Warped Tour and you were like, bro, it doesn't even have air conditioning? What was the one we saw, the Lamborghini?
I think it was Bam Margera's car.
Yes,
it was Bam Margera's car, the purple one.
Yeah, and you're like, imagine having a Lamborghini but not even having AC in that fucking thing, and we were dying. And he definitely heard you say it because he was like within earshot and he knew it was true. And it's like, what kind of flex is having a Lambo with no AC?
I want to do Destroy Everything with you guys at Rockville, because I'm coming to that in Daytona, because that's the song I did with you guys at when you were gone. Sonic. You had to leave on a Warped Tour day. Yeah, so that's a song I did. So I want to do that with you guys.
Please
do. It's my birthday weekend, so it's a weekend before my birthday, so I'm gonna pull the birthday card on that one. Holy shit! What is this? Is this the video?
Yes. Wait till you hear how good he sounds at 80. Right? He's 80, Michael. I think.
I believe so.
Holy shit!
Listen. Respect to the GOAT. Respect to the legend.
I had to reach and put my readers on because I thought that was Bobby from Pentagram for a second.
Dude, before we go, you got to tell us about this Kerry King alien weaponry tour, because I think when I saw the lineup, I was like, what the fuck lineup is this for, first of all? And I know that's like the go-to thing that every fan has to do nowadays, is question the lineup, even though it's totally fine. And I'm sure that there's crossover between all three fan bases.
Why would we not fit with a Slayer crowd? I don't understand how that's even weird to anybody. We're fucking Municipal Waste.
I think because it's not a Slayer show, people think maybe that. I think people expected Kerry to do something more throwback, even though you're technically throwback now, like you're that old where you're considered throwback. But I think we're still too
young for them to bring out this. Slayer won't bring out their damn young thrash bands. Ooh, but it's true. And then no, that was cool. I think
when I was looking at some of the forums, I think his fans thought, he would take like a Death Angel and Overkill or something. But it's like, why would Death Angel do that tour? With Mark's not going to do double duty, and then it's not as easy as just saying like, oh yeah, take Destruction, take Overkill, take one of these classic thrash bands. But you guys,
Destruction would have been awesome, actually.
Right, because you toured. That's another one you did probably before the
way before
tour.
Oh yeah, we were like, and They probably just thought we were a bunch of little annoying kids, which we kind of were. So. But yeah, no. So yeah. I mean, I thought it was a good fit. I thought it was like, yeah, about time. Like someone from that camp like took us on a tour, but um, and it was great. And man, like I think all those guys are awesome. I'm a big Phil Demmel fan. I just
Same.
like as a person, I just think he's the sweetest man. But Kerry would fucking hang out. He would come out and like he'd either come fuck around while we were sound checking or when we were getting ready to play, he'd come say hi and shoot the shit. And it wasn't like I don't want to say any other. I don't want to talk shit on any other older thrash bands, but a lot of those dudes couldn't give a fuck that we exist, or at least act like it. And Gary would come, kick it, see how we're doing, ask if we need anything. I was like, you know where? Oh, you want to get Kerry Kingston? Like, you know where I can find some Jägermeister around here? It's like, oh shit, oh, I got you. Wait, I know where I can get some.
Did you drink a lot of Jaeger with Gary King?
A little bit, yeah. I think it was also in the winter. Mark was sick. There was some gnarly fucking virus going around that literally just hit you in the throat. And I think that was kind of like they did some shows in Macedon right before that, maybe like, summer before that or whatever, and then winter hit and everybody was getting I got it. But I got it, and then a few people, I think in their camp, got it, but all before the tour. And I think Mark got the throat thing like week 1 or something.
Oh.
So he was fucking. He sounded fucking great every night. But then before and after he was nervous. He was doing the that mask thing, the Vicks like vapor mask, just trying to get that shit out of him. It's the worst type of illness to have on tour. So I think everybody's a little bit, we weren't like staying up all night raging with everybody, unless it was like I think Super Bowl Sunday, everybody partied together. And it was another day where we all hung out. But yeah, everybody's being a little safe, winter tour. When you're going through Canada in the winter, you got to can't really be raging as hard as you'd like to normally.
And Alien Weaponry got sick and had to miss shows as well.
Yeah,
right?
they were like they were what do you call it? Patient zero or whatever. They were the ones that like they couldn't. We were sometimes at the beginning we were kind of sharing rooms with them, and they were like, nah, like we're not going in that room anymore. Like we're not like going anywhere near you guys. And they were fine. They were bad. Yeah, they were bad off for a while. Those poor guys. And they flew all the way from New Zealand, and then they're fucking sick the whole time. It's like what a bummer, man. You fly halfway across the world, you can get fucking sick the whole time you're touring. It's like brutal. We've all been there though.
For sure. Did they teach you one of those what is it they called, the haku or the what is the thing? I was like, Municipal's gonna have one of those by the end of the tour, like where you guys all get together and do it like the rugby players.
Yeah, no, I didn't know about that, and then like kind of learned during the tour. I was like, oh, this shit's sick. I partied with that guy's parents too, and they were really sweet.
That's awesome.
They're really cool.
Yeah. Haka, sorry, I'm what do I call it? The haku?
Yeah.
The haka.
A haiku. Yeah, we were doing poetry. It's sick.
Dude, that's badass. Yeah, because I heard one of their songs and I was like, oh shit, this is like it's like a New Zealand Maori Sepultura type vibe.
Yeah. I remember they did was it the New Zealand volleyball team? Or they did one before a match. And everybody's like, what the fuck? And they were getting all mad about it. They're like, no, it's like a sign of respect. And it's like, oh, shit. All right.
But they do it on stage before the songs and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To get them like pumped up, to get the audience pumped up.
Get hyped up.
And was Carrie's fans feeling that? Like, were they into that?
I guess. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Who was the celebrity guest on the tour that was on the guest list that you were like, wow? Like, does anybody wow you at this point besides Will Smith?
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. I think yeah, I don't really think it was anybody crazy. I'm gonna get off this and forget somebody, but no, I don't even no, I didn't even think any of the Slayer dude showed up.
Because we
I think
on every
Gary came out. I think Gary, but I always nerd out when I see Gary.
right. I know, same.
That's like, I made Gary sign a baseball card, like one of those old metal baseball cards. He like he was getting ready to go on stage, and he and he was like he just like hugged me and was like fucking around. He's like, "Man, you're my hero, dude." And I go, "Really? You're my hero too." Absolutely. Will you sign my baseball card? And he's like, got his guitar on. He's like, "Oh fuck, all right."
Signs it with a pen. Doesn't have a Sharpie on him.
Yeah. I sure as shit didn't, but I had the card. Had my Gary Holt. What is it called? The heavy metal baseball cards. Do you remember those?
I gotta look these up. Yes, maybe Michael.
That was a thing. They had a whole series. There was a Guar one, and then there'd be like a
Did it come with gum?
Maybe, probably. It's a good question.
When we toured with Slayer,
hard as a rock.
Every night there was always like some celeb guest on the guest list, and I remember Orlando. It was Mark Tremonti from Creed, and I was like, no way, that guy's amazing, I love that guy. And I was like, oh, I really hope he's not a dick, because like that dude, I heard he was down for metal, and I had seen some stuff with Creed, and Creed was massive at this point, and it was like I had seen some stuff with Creed where he was shouting out Merciful Fate and Slayer, and I was like, oh, this dude's an old metalhead, and he couldn't have been cooler. And we, kept in touch ever since. But there was like NFL players would come out. Chuck Liddell came out. A bunch of UFC fighters came out in Vegas.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was always fun touring with them because they'd always have somebody that you'd be like, damn, they're gonna be at the show. We better not be assholes. We better not fuck up, or we better not fucking get kicked out, or whatever. Like, you say,
I got a good one. We
There's the card. Yes. Is that the one?
Is that the Gary Holt one? I can't see it.
I don't
I have a different one. Mine one, he's like wailing on guitar.
Bro, yours is signed. Yours is
and it's signed. Nah, he wrote my name on it, so it ain't worth nothing now. He can't write. He did it on purpose. He knew I was gonna sell that shit.
All right, what were you gonna say about the famous guest?
We were on tour in LA. It was either the Kerry King tour or the Volbeat tour. I can't remember. It's all a blur because it was around the same time, kind of. And fucking McLovin came out. That dude who plays McLovin on Superbad.
No way.
Yeah, and he like loved us, and we ended up just ripping shots with. We like got hammered with him. Like, and everybody in our band was all like, "This guy fucking rules," and he was like cool as shit. Apparently, he's a super metalhead and just like really fun to be around. His lady was awesome, and we just like fucking hung out and just like listened to music and partied all night. Not all night, but yeah, for a while. And
Christopher
that was
Mintz
really cool.
Platts, right? Christmas Mintz Platts.
We just kept saying McLovin. I'm sure he hated it.
Dude, and then he got typecast after that, and like, right? Everybody was like, oh, that's McLovin. So you got to get him in the next Waste video.
Oh my God, I love that.
The premise should be, dude, you call him and you say, dude, listen, you're typecast as McLovin, but not anymore. You're the sadistic magician now, or whatever. And you
give him like a muscle suit and make him like a Rambo character where he's like,
yes. No, you're gonna do for McLovin.
Fools.
Dude, you're gonna do for McLovin's career what Tarantino did for Travolta.
Yeah,
like,
that would be sick.
You're gonna like McLovin's gonna have the hardest fucking just comeback trajectory straight back to the top,
snapping people's necks, and total gore. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Like McLovin's your security. Like you're going backstage and he's got like a fucking earpiece on, and he's just like Steven Seagaling people where they're just right? I mean, dude,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll write the treatment.
Yeah, dude, please send me a treatment.
Hey, everybody. Today's episode is brought to you by Nuclear Blast Records. They got so many releases on board this year, and we're excited to have them back on as a sponsor. And I can't wait to hear this new Anthrax, the new Madball. I just heard snippets of both. They sound incredible. I'm really looking forward to the Demu Borgir record as well. I see they got Fallujah vinyl on deck, Down vinyl on deck, Beyond the Black Dawn, Bracco. You'll find it all over at nuclearblast.com. So head on over to the site after the podcast today. Pre-order yourself the new Green Lung, the new Madball. Get yourself that last Sepultura EP, The Cloud of the Unknowing. And also check out the new Anthrax, which is available for pre-order now. Big thanks to Nuclear Blast Records. Head on over to nuclearblast.com after the podcast today.
Mince plots. How do you say it, Mike? Please, if you don't mind. I know you already looked up the card. You looked up the Lou Graham video. How do you say it? There it is. There's the card. If you're watching on YouTube. And now it says Tony.
I might have it in the other room. I'm scared to move my phone. It's gonna hang
Love
up on
Gary.
you.
Dude, this is not for debate, but the best Exodus song is War Is My Shepherd.
Oh, no way, dude.
I know. Exodus fans get mad when I say this, but that's by far the best Exodus song.
Oh, wow. Are you talking live?
I'm talking ever in the catalog.
Dude. Blacklist, bro.
Blacklist is the hit. That's Blacklist is too commercial.
Slaps
No, I know
live.
it is. I know it is.
No,
it really
I didn't give a. I wasn't even that big on that album, but touring with them, whenever they would kick into Blacklist, that's when the fucking pit opened up.
Oh, dude, Blacklist is their big. Probably, if I had to bet right now, I would say that's their biggest song on their Spotify. By far, I would say by far and above, because, oh Jesus, we lost him again.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tony.
I think that's just a phone call because it
just leave it. Just leave it all in.
Gotcha. But you're correct. It's Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
It is.
Yeah, Super Bad and Kick-Ass.
Yes, we got to get it. We'll find out who his agent is.
Okay, another deep, not deep cut, but song that gets the pit going when a band plays live is when Creator plays Phobia. Do you know that song?
Yep.
What? That's the song in the. It's their Blacklist. When Exodus plays Blacklist, that's when the pit starts loosening up, and when Phobia or when Creator plays Phobia, that's when people start partying, and they always slap it in the middle of the set, and that's like the greaser, like, and everybody starts getting greasy.
Dude, Violent Revolution is a banger too.
Yes. You've toured with Creator a lot, right? Have you toured with Creator a lot?
Once. I think once. But I was flying the flags, pardon the pun, for Creator in the 90s, in the dark times. And then when I was hosting Headbangers Ball, I was so psyched that Violent Revolution was coming out and they were back to the fucking mid-tempo and fast kind of thrash. Although I like Cause for Conflict, that's kind of like the Biohazard-y one. And yeah. I revisited the Megadeth Ministry, whatever. Like, people accused that one that it's not even really that much like Megadeth or Ministry, but I remember people kind of accusing them of that back then, before Google and message boards and shit. But yeah, they're great. They got modern hits too, dude. Strongest of the Strong goes hard, bro.
It's cool. People don't realize like how fucking huge they are in Europe.
Yeah,
it's insane. Like Lamb of God opens for them in Europe. Like I was like, yeah, it's fucked up. It's awesome to see that. And then like, yeah.
And Volbeat, everybody opens up for Volbeat everywhere.
Holy fuck. Yeah, it's crazy.
You did arenas with them.
No. I've done two very small runs with them.
Okay.
Iron Reagan did one. Closest thing we did to like a really big one with them was it was on a dock in Maine, Portland, Maine. It was really cool. We played outside like pier thing. You probably played there.
Yeah, I flew in.
Really fucking cool.
And played the next day, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then something happened. Yeah, something happened where one of the guys had a kid and he had to fly home and they canceled the rest of the tour.
I think
You
so.
remember that? Ah, it's a long time
Yes.
ago. So much crazy shit over the years.
So everybody get your tickets to see Killswitch, Iron Reagan, and Machine Head, and then who's the opener?
Havoc.
Wow,
Havoc,
that thing is stacked.
Yeah, it's gonna be stacked. But what about Milwaukee Metal Fest, son?
Yeah, baby. Get your tickets now, therave.com/metalfest. Saturday,
we're
June.
very hyped. We wouldn't even be doing that tour if we weren't doing Milwaukee Metal Fest. Or maybe, yeah, I mean, you kind of like kicked us in the butt to like play some more shows. So thank you. Because
yeah, I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, we're very excited. Nervous, but excited. We haven't done a tour in a long time. So we only played one show.
Rehearsing?
After I get these Waste shows out of the way. This month is fucked. So I'm doing this weekend. Waste is doing a show, and then next weekend I'm seeing Y'all Fools at Rockville, and then the weekend after that, Waste is doing Dark Lord Day. All the while this is going on, I'm rehearsing for Iron Reagan and recording vocals for the new Waste album, which is already like in the bag. It's just everyone's waiting on my ass. So I have to do all that shit in the month of May. I'm also turning 50 the third week of May. So I'm going to be partying that week. So there's a lot of stuff going on in May. Big May. Big May for old T-Bus. And then June's going to be amazing. And then we're all going to hang out again in June, and it's going to be really fun. Very fun future. I've been sitting here all winter, not doing jack shit except for writing Waste songs, writing Iron Reagan songs, which I guess is what you do in the winter. But we've had a lot of downtime. I don't think Waste has really done anything, been really active since October. So it's really great to like be busy again and be able to go see everybody soon. So I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We look forward to it, man. And thank you for the time. Everybody go get your tickets, therave.com/metalfest. Go see Iron Reagan out with Killswitch and Machine Head and Havoc. And they won't be back anytime soon, so don't miss it. And what label's the Waste record going to be on, and when will it come out this year? Fall?
I don't know when it's going to come out, but we're still rocking with the Blast. That's all I can really say right now. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just did. Okay. So meh. But who knows when it's going to come out? I mean, as you know, Waste moves a little slower than most bands. We don't really give a shit about a time frame. We just kind of do it till we're happy with it. So we'll get there. We're getting there.
Right on. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait, man. Thanks so much, Tony. Good catching up with you, bro. And I'll see you in Rockville. I'll hand you the mic during Destroy Everything. Don't worry about the phone fuck ups. At least the mic is working. And most people are just going to listen to this on Spotify and Apple. They're not going to watch on YouTube and see but they should watch on YouTube because they'll see your cute dogs. They'll see your nice vinyl collection. They'll see your handsome face. And everybody wish Tony a happy birthday in the comments. Happy 50th. You made it, dude. You made it to 50. I'm
there. Yeah, I still got a couple weeks, but yeah.
Wait, am I 50 this year? No, I'm 50 next year. No, wait, am I 50 this year? Maybe I am this year. Wayne gave me back a year. Last year, I thought
I did the same shit, man. I thought when I was 48, I thought I was 49.
Same.
It's amazing. Well, thank you, Jamey. Looking forward to seeing you this summer, man.
You too, brother. And then I'm gonna go and bring all those jingles because I have to listen to every single one now.
Ryan Parrish has all of them still, I guarantee you. And listen to that demo, you'll laugh your ass off. The song's called Page. The song's called Paycheck. All right.
So great. So great. Fun facts here on the podcast. Greatly appreciated, brother.
Memory lane. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, Cheers. Mike.
Just a quick outro. Thanking you for listening today's or watching on YouTube. If you watched on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell. But thank you for checking out today's show with Tony Foresta. Can't wait to have Iron Reagan rip it up at the Milwaukee Metal Fest June 4th through the 7th at the legendary Rave Eagles Club. Get your tickets now at therave.com/metalfest. If you want to support the podcast, maybe you want a Coffee Death Metal Push-Ups t-shirts, which is finally back in stock, or maybe you want the Jasta for All on emerald green vinyl, or maybe you want a copy of Hatebreed Perseverance. We just got those represses back in. Plus, Raglan 3/4 sleeve shirts, Doom Awaits You long sleeves. We got Crowbar sweatpants. We got Kirk's new solo album, Ethereal Waves, and so much more over at martyrstore.net. You can get your Milwaukee Metal Fest meet and greets there, as well as meet and greets on Summer Slaughter and on the Crowbar Tour that's coming up this September and October with Sanguisugabog and Dying Fetus. Big thanks to Reigning Phoenix Music. Make sure you check out their site after the show today, reigningphoenixmusic.com. New releases from Agnostic Front, Insight, who we have on Milwaukee Metal Fest. Of course, the Kerry King record, which they're doing a deluxe expanded edition of, and recent releases from everybody from Deicide to Danko Jones to Sebastian Bach, Stillbirth, and many more. Also, thank you to Nuclear Blast Records. They got the Sepultura EP out. They got the new Madball coming out, which we're looking forward to. They got the new Anthrax, which is sounding amazing. And also the new Dimmu Borgir, which is dropping May 22nd. You can find it at nuclearblast.com. Got to give a big shout out to Blue Grape Music. Thank you so much. Blue Grape has supported Milwaukee Metal Fest the last 2 years. Can't thank them enough. They're also supporting us with Summer Slaughter. We really appreciate all their support. And you can head on over to bluegrapemusic.com after the podcast today and check out bands like Gasket, Torn Open, who are playing actually both of them are playing the Milwaukee Metal Fest pre-party June 4th. And also check out bands like Gridiron. Of course, they just signed Power Trip. They got new releases from bands like Flat Wounds and many others. bluegrapemusic.com. And yeah, sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/Jasta. Give us a like, a subscribe, hit the bell, or leave a comment on YouTube, or leave a 5-star review on iTunes. And of course, Gas Digital Network for the archives. That's gasdigital.com. Thank you to everybody who came out and saw me and the boys over at Rockville. It was a long day, but we made it happen, and it was a lot of fun. And we'll be headed to Europe in June, but we got a lot of great episodes that we're going to roll out very soon for you. We got Prika from Nervosa coming on. We got John Schaefer from Iced Earth after his crazy ordeal. We're going to talk to him. We got a bunch of great guests coming up, so stay tuned for all that. And thanks again for supporting the podcast. Drink your coffee, do your push-ups, listen to death metal. Bye-bye.
The Jasta Show is executive produced by Jeffrey Kewen, Andy Wilson, Jack Flanders, Justin Stephen, Jake Olszewski, Benjamin Lee, Kathy D'Ambrosio, Chris Larice, Jason Jarvis, JJ Hernandez, Nick Torito, Garrett Keeping, Kyle Marg, Nick Fowler, AJ Lewis, Jonathan Mettis, Mark Tagg, Andy and Kona Butterflies, Ryan Levson, Kenneth Moore, Jamie Kutcher, Matthew Yankowskis, Chad Green, Dallas Bolin, Larry Tooley, John Hankis, Brian Undercoffer, Fernando Somoza, Nathan Rex Madrid, Chris Winchester, Mark Horror Armenta, Mike Horgan, Dominique Zimmer, Mark Loikitz, Emma Horgan, Stephen Helm, Samuel Angeli, Adam Mecklenburg, Anthony Lutzy, Jared DeWeese, Dan Ryan, Alex Queller, Mike Murray, Chad Longworth, Clint Smith, Dan Sullivan, David Hammock, Robert Bouchaw, Steve Deterting, Heathen Assault, Jason Duran, Chris Panasic, Zane Dickens, Jay Liberston, Aaron Ramey, Dave Cowles, Brandon Johnson,